Monday, week 3 of May 2001. WCW Nitro in front of 1,457 people in the Iowa Fieldhouse in Iowa. This is episode 4 of Rewriting History, and we kick things off with a fatal 4-way cruiserweight tag team match as Jushin Thunder Liger and Great Sasuke defeat Air Raid, Air Paris and AJ Styles, Elix Skipper and Kid Romeo, and Shannon Moore and Even Courageous of 3 count. Liger and Sasuke pick up the victory. Air Raid go out first, followed by 3 count, and Skipper and Romeo are the final men standing before Liger hits the Liger Bomb on Romeo. Great stuff. 41 rating, not too shabby. Air Paris suffered a bruised eye socket. I don't know who did that. Are you going to tell me? Nope. Okay. We open the show with Jerry Lawler interviewing Shawn Michaels backstage. Basically asking Shawn, are you ready to get back in the ring? You haven't wrestled since 1998. Are you ready for tonight to get back in this ring? And Shawn looks at Jerry and just laughs. Big smile over his face. His smile is back. He's ready. 64 rating to open up. United States Championship tournament here. As part of the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions, Billy Kidman takes on Disco Inferno, and it's Kidman who picks up the victory, pinning Disco with the Shooting Star Press. Gets a 50 overall. Torrie Wilson does not have any luck in this roster, it seems. First Shane Douglas and now Kidman. 50 rating though, not too shabby. And Kidman rightfully says he'd be better off without Torrie Wilson. We might put that into play soon. We then get a vignette. Kurt Hennig will be back in WCW soon. Don't know when that's going to be, but we're going to play these little vignettes hyping up his return. 63 rating, good stuff. Next. Oh, have I actually clicked the next button? Eric Bischoff introduces the first person to answer Sabu's open challenge, Hayabusa. And that match gets a 49 rating with a triple jump moonsault though. Sabu picks up the win. 53 from Sabu, 31 from Hayabusa. Little nice debut for the extremist of Hayabusa. You know, of course, he's part of FMW in Japan, so he's similar. He's prone to the hardcore style. And it's a nice handy match to get. And obviously Sabu next week will continue his open challenge. Luger and Bagwell are arguing backstage and the Steiner brothers come in. Almost to comfort them, to try and calm things down. Before Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell strike the Steiner brothers and start beating them down backstage. The first breakup of the Magnificent Seven starts here. Gets a 55 rating. I mean, Scott Steiner's the only real person off a script. Not too shabby though. We'll take it. Satoru Sayama makes Rey Mysterio tap out after Jushin Liger and Great Sasuke both attacked Rey. Gets a 52 rating. Tiger Mask was tiring, you know. It's just a little thing for Sayama to do. I just thought he was the right person for this match. Rey Mysterio versus Satoru Sayama I think is a bit of a dream match, which never happened. I don't think it happened, at least. It might have, in the early 90s. I don't know. But 52 rating. Not too bad. And then backstage, Lawler's catches up with Kidman and Mysterio. And they call out Liger and Sasuke for the Great American Bash, which is our first pay-per-view match announced. Every single pay-per-view match will be announced on the show. And I'll tell you when it is announced. But Great Sasuke and Jushin Thunder Liger versus Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman for the Cruiserweight Tag Team titles at the Great American Bash. Actually, I haven't booked anything yet, so I might book it. I'll book that one in later. And our final United States Championship Tournament match sees Chris Kanyon defeat Norman Smiley in 1636 with the super kick. Gets a 60 rating. probably should give him a different finisher now, considering who's in our main event. That's going to be 2 matches in a row with one of the participants using a super kick as a finisher. Well, we'll look at giving Canyon a different finisher. Gets a 60 rating. Not too shabby. Booker T comes out to join commentary, which from a 2022 lens is hilarious. 91 rating from Booker. And an 80 rating main event match. Booker T was pretty weak at the announcing desk. That's even funnier from a 2022 perspective. And it's Shawn Michaels who defeats Kevin Nash with sweet chin music. Gets an 80 rating. Great stuff. And that is the end of the main show. Now, Michaels and Nash do have pretty good chemistry, which is very handy to know. And then after the main event, basically just we'll say it was an online thing or something. But we have Shivani and Tenay. They need to do their read-through and announce that next week's show will feature Rob Van Dam versus the Road Warrior Animal. Sabu will be continuing his Extreme Hardcore Open Challenge. Rey Mysterio Jr. will take on Yushin Thunder Liger. Mike Awesome will take on Shane Douglas in the semi-finals of the United States Championship Tournament. Billy Kidman will take on Canyon in the United States Championship Tournament. And we will be hearing from both Shawn Michaels and Booker T about what they're going to be doing next. So what do we get overall on the show? A 76, which I think is our best rating so far. That main event 2 segments really boosted it up with Booker T coming out to join commentary and the main event match, because otherwise it was a pretty poor match. Everything, pretty poor card. Everything over 40, except for the commentators read in the post-show, but just with only a 41 for the Fatal 4-Way Cruiserweight Tag Team match. But what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.